Have you ever wondered why some men effortlessly capture a woman's attention while others barely get a second glance? Here's a secret most never figure out. Craving isn't about chasing. It's about creating mystery, depth, and presence. In this video, I'll reveal 7 powerful psychological and stoic principles that will make a woman think about you day and night. But be warned, these truths are not for the faint-hearted. If you're ready to stop being just another guy and become the man she can't stop thinking about, then stay with me until the end. Oh, and fair warning, you may never look at dating the same way again. 1. The art of emotional ambiguity. If you want a woman to crave you, stop being predictable. Familiarity is comfortable, but craving is born from uncertainty. Here's the truth. The female brain, like all human brains, is wired to respond to emotional contrast. If you're always available, always agreeable, always texting back within 7 seconds, you become background noise. But if she's unsure when you'll call, if she doesn't know what you're thinking, her mind starts spinning. That spinning, it's dopamine, the anticipation chemical. It's how addiction starts. Marcus Aurelius didn't chase approval. He lived with purpose. He said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." So don't explain how different you are. Show it. Show it in your calm, in your focus, in your restraint. Let's be real. Dogs chase cars they'll never catch. Be the car. Mysterious, moving, just out of reach. But here's the kicker. Emotional ambiguity isn't enough on its own, because if you don't master the next principle, one that taps deep into a woman's need to feel seen, you'll be remembered as just another mystery quickly replaced by the next. Ready for the real game changer? 2. Make her feel seen, not just looked at. Most men look at women. Few actually see them, and that's the difference between attraction and obsession. You want her to crave you. Then tap into what 95% of guys overlook. Emotional depth. Compliments about her looks are easy, but when you notice what's beneath the surface, her energy, her silence, her subtle changes, you signal something rare, emotional intelligence. Example, instead of saying, "You look beautiful," say, "You seem lighter today," like something's shifted. What happened? Boom. Now you're not just another guy admiring her. You're someone who understands her. And when a woman feels understood, her guard drops. Her interest spikes. Her brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. Stoic Minare observers, quiet, present. They read the room and the woman in it. While others chase attention, you give understanding. That's irresistible. Let's be honest, most guys are playing emotional checkers. You're learning chess. But don't get too comfortable just yet. Emotional depth plants the seed, but it's absence that makes it grow. Because if she starts to feel you're always there, she stops wondering about you. And when the wondering dies, so does the craving. So what's the right way to disappear without being forgotten? Let's explore that next. 3. The power of controlled absence. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Availability kills desire. If she knows she can have you anytime, she stops wanting you all the time. Controlled absence is not about playing games. It's about creating space for desire to grow. When you're not constantly texting, calling, or showing up, something powerful happens. Her mind starts to fill in the blanks. Where is he? Why hasn't he messaged? Is he thinking about me? This mental loop triggers dopamine. Anticipation kicks in. You're no longer just a man. You become a mystery. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." Translation: don't seek validation from her reaction. Stay rooted in your mission. Absence only works when your life has purpose beyond her. Now don't ghost her. Fade with intention. Make her feel your energy even when you're not around. Quick reality check. If your phone lights up with her name every hour, chances are you're too available. But controlled absence without impactful presence is just emptiness. So when you do show up, how do you make every moment hit deep so she remembers you for days? That's where we go next. 4. Leave an emotional fingerprint. Craving isn't logical. It's emotional residue. It's what's left behind after you've gone. And if you want her to crave you 24/7, you have to leave behind more than just a smile. You need to leave an emotional fingerprint. Think about this. Why do certain people live in our heads, Rentre? It's not because of what they said. It's because of how they made us feel. So how do you do that? Create contrast. Be calm but passionate. Be grounded but unpredictable. Be present. Then gone. These emotional switches burn you into her memory. Example, instead of a surface-level chat, ask what's something no one ever asks you, but you wish they would. Suddenly, you're not just talking, you're unlocking something that's rare, that's magnetic. Seneca said, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." Be bold in your presence, not loud, just real. Courageous enough to be silent, strong enough to go deep. But here's the twist. You can leave emotional fingerprints, but if she feels too safe, the craving fades, which brings us to a powerful paradox. To make her feel close, you need to master the art of subtle distance. Curious? Let's speak to her imagination. Dive in. 5. Speak to her imagination. Desire isn't skin deep. It starts in the mind. If you want her craving you when you're not around, you must speak to her imagination, not just her body. Most men are literal, but women, they respond to suggestion, to subtlety. Instead of saying, "I had a good time," say, "You're the kind of chaos I'd find in a novel and never want to finish." Now you've bypassed logic and slipped into her memory. Why it works? Imaginative language activates the limbic system, the part of her brain tied to emotion and memory. You're not just talking, you're embedding yourself in her thoughts. Pro tip, use metaphors. Tell short stories and tease her curiosity. Leave gaps for her to mentally fill in. That's where desire grows, but even the most hypnotic words will fall flat if you miss the next piece. A silent force most men ignore, and it's what makes your presence unforgettable. 6. Embody calm, embrace. Calm, masculine energy, masculine energy. Words catch her attention, but it's your energy that hooks her. If you want a woman to crave you endlessly, master the art of calm, masculine presence. This isn't about being aloof. It's about grounded strength. The kind of stillness that makes her lean in, not because you're loud, but because you're unshakable. Picture this. Chaos in the room, everyone scrambling. And you composed, be her emotional mirror, focused, untouched. That energy irresistible. It tells her you're in control of yourself. And by extension, her emotions feel safe with you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." When you radiate inner stillness, she feels it and craves more of it. But here's the hidden danger. Even calm energy loses its grip without the final piece. The one trait that turns desire into obsession. Ready for the final reveal? 7. Be her emotional mirror. If you want to live in her mind 24/7, stop trying to impress her and start reflecting her. Women crave connection, not performance. When you become an emotional mirror, you show her herself in ways she's never seen. That creates an almost hypnotic pull. What does this mean? When she's excited, you match her energy, but stay grounded. When she's vulnerable, you don't fix it. You feel it with her. You let her know, "I see you. I get you." Mirroring builds rapport on a subconscious level. She begins to feel like you just get her even if you barely speak. That's emotional chemistry, not logic. But there's the twist. Mirroring her emotions doesn't mean losing your own. It means you're stable enough to hold space for both of you. You've now got the tools to ignite desire. But how do you sustain it without ever chasing her? Let's wrap it all together. So let's recap. Emotional ambiguity, deep presence, controlled absence, imagination, and unshakable purpose. These aren't tricks. They're transformations. The kind that turn you from just another guy into the man Shed dreams about when no one's watching. If this resonated with you and you're ready to upgrade your mindset and master stoic attraction, hit that subscribe button and join the tribe. We don't chase women. We become the man they can't stop thinking about.